Everyman Driver Nation, what is going on? It's Nolan, and today I have the 2019 Mazda 3 hatchback. Take a look at this slick little thing. I'm gonna give you a quick look. We're gonna run through some of the features, take a look at that engine. If you wanna see a full review and a test drive, please head over to my channel. But just take a look at this thing. That is called the poly gray metal, or poly metal gray mica. It's a pretty slick color, I mean, let me tell you. And now we have all-wheel drive. We've got dual exhaust outlets, just a sleek design. I'd love to know what you guys think down below, so please leave your comments. I'm gonna give you my impressions, quick look at this thing. Like I said, can't wait to show it to you. Let's get started. All right, gang, let's start out by looking under the hood. A lot of you Mazda enthusiasts, this is where you get excited and where you get interested. So first of all, we get all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is now available for the first time with the Mazda 3, and our model has it. So if you want to see the test drive and how it handles, head to my channel in the description down below. But you can hear that direct injection ticking right now. We've got 186 horsepower, 186 pound-feet of torque, and that comes from a 2.5 liter four-cylinder, just like before, but slight uptick in the numbers. 6-speed automatic, standard, 6-speed manual available just on this premium trim, or the premium package. So something to keep in mind for those of you that love your manuals. Save the manuals, right? MPGs, I was a little disappointed with. You got 24 in the city and 32 on the highway. 32 on a compact car like this, a little surprising, but it is all-wheel drive and it gives you more power than most of the competitors, like the Civic and the Corolla for sure. So still a pretty nice power plant. What do y'all think of that? Every single Mazda gives you the advanced keyless system, so the smart key, and it's a new key fob. You've actually got buttons on the side right there, button on the bottom, so your horn and your lock and unlock are separate from each other. No remote start on here, but you can get it as an accessory. And now we don't have the button to push. You actually have the slide your hand behind it and the line to touch if you want to lock it, so you don't have to actually physically push a button. And then hopping into the front seat, this is easier than getting into the back, and I'll show you that in a little bit. And now sitting up tall, or sitting where I'm comfortable, 5'9", I still have decent headspace. I haven't had any trouble. You know, once you start getting over 6 foot, maybe you will. Something that you would have to check out. All right, everyone, now that we are inside, push button start it right up. And this is taken from some of last year's Mazda. We've got this new 7-inch display. You can scroll through some information. It's not quite as detailed as some other systems, but it gives you the necessities. And then Mazda gives us a head-up display as well, which is nice, projected on the windshield. And then the rest of the interior, including the steering wheel, just the overall layout, everything feels and looks pretty nice. It's definitely a sleeker, modern design, and I'd like to know what you guys think about it. You've got some decent storage in the door, nice soft materials over there as well. You got your basic steering wheel controls, and I like the layout of the steering wheel controls more than last year as well. The screen, an 8.8-inch screen up here, is all controlled with the command controller knob. So I'll show you a little bit more detail about this, but there's quite a bit you can do with it, and it's kind of integrated into the dash. It's definitely still, you know, tablet looking, but I'd love to know what you guys think as well. Dual zone climate control, some storage back there, a USB port, couple cup holders, redesigned center console from Mazda. Here's our command controller, and these actually feel nice. This all feels nice and solid. Sport mode, and then this can move forward and backwards. It's really soft. You can lift it up, and you've got a wireless charging pad and some big storage in there as well. Overall, pretty nice interior. And then up top, we've got our moonroof. So, and an accessory frameless dimming mirror with garage controls as well. Now, when you look at this thing from the side, you're like, that's got to be crammed back there. And let me tell you, it's not that bad. I mean, it is small, but this is a small car. You can't expect it to be an S-Class with legroom or something like that. So getting in and out is a little bit tricky because this roof line does come down, so you definitely want to watch out. And then as you can see, when I'm sitting here, you can barely see me. Anyways, headroom, I'm 5'9", like I said. I can sit here and my poofy hair right now is touching the ceiling. My head isn't actually touching the ceiling, so that's just fine. And I honestly didn't expect me to fit in here like I do. Now when I take a look at my leg room, I have a little bit of space. Once I kind of move my legs out, I'm just about touching the back of my seat. But there's a little cutout right here, so you can kind of have your legs there. My foot space is actually decent. You know, there's a little bit of room for me to slide my feet under there. There's a hump in the middle, and you know, it's still a pretty nice leather back seat. And then on top of that, we have this folding armrest, and these cup holders are actually a little bit bigger than I was expecting. So still not bad for the back seat of such a small vehicle. And of course, Everyman Driver Nation, you've got your old blank handles. All right, so when you're looking at hatchbacks, the hatchback portion, the space is definitely important to you. First of all, look at the design of that, the shaping of this. It's very unique. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop inside and take a look at this. We've got the little sensor right under here. So just push that, you can lift it up. It doesn't automatically lift, but it'll kind of lift itself. And you can actually lock the vehicle from here. You've got a grab handle, and then under here we've got 20 cubic feet of space behind here. So overall, not too bad. We've got our tonneau cover. We have a light over there. There's even a spare tire here, and these seats can be folded down, 60-40 split. Overall, I think it's a pretty nice little cargo area. It's actually kind of deep, so the depth to it is helpful to fit some taller, bigger, bulkier things, and then things won't slide around. So pretty nice cargo area, especially for a car that looks as small as this does. All right, Everyman Driver Nation, so my overall impression of this car, before I go through that full review, is it's fun. It's definitely still a fun little car. Mazda has kept some of its heritage with it being a fun driving car, good dynamics, something that a driver feels connected to the road as they want. It definitely got this new slick styling. Everything looks really nice. This car is priced at a little over $31,000, and that's the all-wheel drive premium package, the top of the line. We've even got a couple accessories, so it really is pretty well equipped. There are a couple things that I'm a little surprised that it doesn't have, or at least doesn't offer, but overall, I think this Mazda 3 hatchback is really going for a pretty unique market here. Kind of more premium. It's definitely not a Corolla and a Civic necessarily competitor, even though it is, but it just feels completely different than those. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this quick look. Again, if you want to see a full review and a test drive, head to the description below and I'll have a full video on my channel. Again, my name is Nolan for Everyman Driver. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great day.
One more thing before you go, I've added links to some of the best-selling automotive accessories on Amazon right now, along with links to some of my product reviews. You'll find it in the description below this video.